What are some of the things that the county does that you'd like to see the county do better?
In new initiatives. I haven't been pleased with our economic development department for years.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we did as county commissioners a few years ago is we actually created a 6th committee on economic development because we wanted to have more oversight and input into what we felt was the lack of leadership and vision. When I first started, 17 years ago, we had it was Automation Alley, it was emerging sectors. There were some really exciting vision pieces. I can't tell you anything new right now.
Yeah.
I think that, and some, it's the same old, same old. So we now have an opportunity to set a new vision. What are we working on collaboratively? What do we want to be doing? Clearly, I don't think there's been enough emphasis put on developing what they call the garden variety, developing entrepreneurs and investing more in developing more small business. We've always been going to China or whether, the big fix. But there's a lot that we can be doing locally.
Yeah, we see that here in Oak Park. I mean, that's absolutely the case, where Oakland County has been a big company town, if you will, for a very long time. And yeah, there's a aspect of business attraction that should go that way. But I think you're absolutely hitting the right note with, creating our own entrepreneurs and business people from our own ranks. And we see that here, where we're just not able to attract those people because they're going to Detroit or Ann Arbor or other places where they do have
more energy. And one of the things that my caucus of commissioners, we brought in the idea of microloan.
Yeah.
And that was championed several years ago, and we're looking at trying to integrate more money into that. Again, it's targeting small entrepreneurs and asking about that. So the opportunity is tremendous to have a more inclusive, interesting vision for economic development with new leadership. The other area, and this doesn't impact Oak Park as much, but it impacts how we do it. I don't feel that our Human Resources Department has been as effective and as it could be. We're all competing for staff, trying to attract somebody into municipal government when we have a 3.5% interest rate, or unemployment rate. What are we doing? Are we contemporary? And, our merit rules aren't working. The flexibility, inclusion, can somebody get through the door, and the tests. And we've heard a lot of feedback from residents, about trying to get jobs, from employees. And I think that we also, Oakland County has the opportunity to model best practice. When we fought for more extensive family leave, we couldn't impose it on employers, but let's model the best practice out there.
Absolutely.
And set the stage for others around us. So that is another area that needs. Finally, the third area, I love the team, our health department, Health and Human Services. I think they're fabulous. But again, some of the things that they work on were also impacted by the county administration. And so with new leadership, our conversation is different. For example, when I first ran for office, which is, 18 years ago, Oakland County used to do family planning. And this is not promoting abortion, it's choice, birth control, whatever. Education really is. And they stopped doing that. And so then you sit there and say, where do people go? Women's health. And so there was a big scramble for those services. We haven't brought them back, but there was a conversation about 6 months ago or 4 months ago about mapping it, talking about it on the county website. where can a woman get health care, if she doesn't have great insurance or high copays. And so now we're going to have a conversation and say, what are we doing here? We have this wonderful pilot program that I learned about on PrEP, which is a medication that people can take to prevent HIV. And Oakland County there's a tremendous increase in HIV. There's a spike in the numbers, and I was like shocked.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is medication, if you take it, then you can prevent that from happening. So we've been a pilot program for the last year in our South Oakland County office, and we just approved more staffing for that to expand the program. And again, it's public health prevention of this now preventable disease. And so, it's creative. Are there other things? Within the public health, water issues, more testing, sanitary code. These are all environmental important issues, and we're going to have an opportunity to see how do we do that better.
Absolutely.